Good morning, class 4. Today we will start our new chapter, chapter 11. How does weather change? In this chapter we will study about the changes which occurs in weather. Okay, how that changes occur. We will study this in chapter 11. So all of you take out your science book, which is Millennium Science for Juniors 4, and the publication is Millennium Book Source Private Limited. Open page number 91, chapter 11, How does weather change? Let's start the chapter. First we will see what is in this chapter. Concept mapping, introduction, weather and seasons, weather, what is weather, sun affects the weather, sun rays affecting the weather of a place, air circulation, sea breeze and land breeze, water circulation, evaporation, condensation, formation of rain, other forms of precipitation, fog, dew, frost, hail and snow. Then weather affects our lives. Weather affects our clothing and lifestyle. Now students, read with me. Let's start. We use two terms to talk about the environmental conditions around us, weather and season. Are these two related? We see the sum total of different weather conditions to find the season. Sheena went to her grandmother's place and she experienced the following weather conditions: cold air, few sunny days, and little rain. Now students, do you know the difference between a weather and a season? Okay, if you know then it's good, and if you don't know then I am telling you. Now, weather. What is a weather? Weather is a climate at a certain place at a particular time, like cold air, sunny days, little rain, heavy rain, hot days or the hot air. Okay. And what is season? Season is a period of different weather into which the year is divided. Okay, like winter season, summer season, rainy season, spring season. Okay, so this is the difference between a season and a weather. Now, let's see what is weather. When we talk about weather, we say how cold or hot the air is, how much dampness or moisture is in it, how fast is the air moving. Some of the words used to describe weather are hot, humid, cold, rainy, cloudy and windy. Yes, whenever we talk about weather, what we say? We say this, how cold or hot the air is. We say how cold air is. It is. Or how hot the air is. Or we say how much moisture is present in the air or in the weather, or how much dampness, how fast the air is moving, the speed. In this we talk about the speed of the air moving. So the words which we use to describe weather are hot, rainy, cloudy, windy, cold and humid. Okay, now turn to the page number 91. Therefore, weather means the condition of air, moisture, temperature, etc. of a place at a particular time. Yes, as I told you that in weather we talk about the conditions of air, moisture and temperature at a particular place at particular time. Okay. Now we have different weather conditions which change according to the different seasons. Yes, there are different weather conditions which change according to different seasons. Like in summers, what happens? The hot air blows, which we call loo. And in winter seasons, what happens? The cold air blows. Okay, and in rainy season, what happens? The clouds are rainy, or the rain happens. Okay, so we have different weather conditions when which changes according to the different seasons also. Now, weather changes not only in different seasons but also from day to day and sometimes even hour to hour. Yes, the weather, it does not change only in different seasons. Like the weather, like in summer season, the for the whole summer season the weather will be same. No, it changes from day to day, as well as from what as well as sometimes what happens, it changes from hour to hour also. Okay, so it is not necessary that the weather changes only in different seasons. It does not change only in different seasons. It changes from day to day and hour to hour. Do you think the sun has any role to play in change of weather? Yes, I think. Now let's see how sun affects the weather. Sun is the main source of heat on the earth. It causes changes in the weather. It causes movement of air, different changes in forms of weather and in forms of water and variation in temperature. For example, in morning and evening, the sun rays are slanting. So, we do not feel very hot. But when the sun is overhead at noon, sunlight falls directly on the earth. This causes a rise in temperature and hence we feel hot. Now, students, what happens? So, the sun, as we all know that sun is the main source of heat on earth. Okay, so it causes changes in the weather also, and it causes the movement of air, different changes in forms of water and variation in temperature. Okay, um, as sun affects the movement of air also, it changes the form of water and the temperature. Okay, now for example, what is it in morning and evening? Now let's see that how the sun rays will be in the morning and in evening. Now the sun rays are slanting, so we do not feel very hot. Now in morning and evening, what happens? The sun rays are slanting, that's why we don't feel very hot, because the sun rays are they are they are not coming directly, or they are not falling directly on the earth. That's why we do not feel very hot. But when the sun is overhead at noon, means at afternoon, in afternoon, what happens? When the sun is overhead, then what happens? The sunlight falls directly on the earth. The sun rays falls directly on earth, which causes a rise in temperature. Okay, that's why the temperature in the afternoon is hot in comparison to the morning and evening. Okay, now we know that earth rotates on its axis, and this causes day and night. The part of the earth facing the sun has day, while the part away from the sun has night. Earth also revolves around the sun, tilted on its axis. Due to this, one half of the earth is nearer to the sun, that the other. Then the other. The half nearer to the sun receives more heat, has longer days and experiences summer. At the same time, the other half receives less heat as it is away from the sun. Therefore, it has shorter days and experiences winter. Thus, we see that revolution of the earth around the sun causes change in season. Now, as we all know that earth rotates on its axis, yes, and it that causes day and night. When the part of earth which faces the sun, that has day, okay, and the part which is away from the sun, that has night. Then earth also revolves around the sun. Yes, we all know that it revolves around the sun, tilted on its axis. Tilted means हल्का सा टेढ़ा. So tilted on its axis. Due to this, one half of the earth is nearer to the sun. Now, yes, when it is tilted means हल्का सा टेढ़ा होता है, जो tilted होता है, tilt means टेढ़ा. So जो earth है, due to this only, one half of the earth, okay, is nearer to the sun. जो earth का जो one half portion है, that is nearer to the sun and that receives more heat, because as the half which is nearer to the sun, that receives more heat and has longer days. Yes, the part which is nearer to the sun, that receives more heat as it is closer to the sun. That is why it has the longer days and experiences summer. Okay. Then at the same time, the other half means जो अर्थ है उसको हमने टू पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया था. तो जो अर्थ का जो पार्ट सन के पास में है, that receives more heat and has longer days and that experiences summer also. But the part which is not facing sun or which is away from sun, that receives less heat. Okay, that is why it has shorter days. The part which is away from the sun, that has shorter days and experiences winter. Thus, we see that revolution of the earth around the sun causes change in the sun. That is why we see that the revolution of the sun is around the sun causes change in season. Okay. Now, let's understand the effect of sunlight on air and water that determine the weather conditions of a place. Now, let's understand the effect of sunlight on air and water. Okay? So, see page number 93. Now, air circulation. During the day, the land becomes hot and the air above the land also heats up. Since hot air is lighter, it rises up and cool air rushes in to take its place. This is how the wind blows. Moving air is called wind and the wind blows, and when the wind blows slowly, it is called breeze. Now, during the day, what happens? The land becomes hot as as the sun rays are falling on land. That's why land becomes hot, and the air above that land, that also gets heat up. Okay, so since hot air is lighter, yes, as we all know that hot air is lighter, so it rises up and cool air rushes in to take its place. Okay, so what happens, as the hot air is lighter, so it rises up and the cool air rushes in to take its place. To take its place means just to take the hot air's place, and that is how the wind blows. Okay, now moving air is called wind. We all know that moving air is called wind, and when the wind blows slowly, then it is called breeze. Now, does the sun heat land and water equally? Now let's see, does it heats land or water equally or not? Sun heats up both land and water. Land gets heated as well as cools down quickly, but water does not. We can test this by walking barefoot on a beach during daytime. Our feet will burn on the sand, but if we dip our feet in water, it feels nice. Now, sun heats both land and water, and land gets heated as well as it gets cooled down also very quickly in comparison to the water. Okay, water does not get it doesn't gets heat up quickly. Okay, it takes time to heat up, but the land gets heated quickly and it gets cooled down also. Now, we can test this by walking barefoot. Barefoot means without walking without slippers or shoes. So, just by walking barefoot on a beach. Beach means the shore of a sea or a, okay. So, during daytime, in daytime, when we go for a walk, um, when we go for a walk on a beach with barefoot, what will happen? Our feet will burn. Our feet will burn on that sand because land gets heated up quickly. Okay, and at the same time, but if at the same time if we dip our feet in water, then what will happen? We will feel nice. Okay, so this proves that land gets heated up more quickly in comparison to water. Now, perform activity 1 to see how differently the sunlight heats up soil, water and air. Now, let's read activity 1. Put equal amounts of water and sand in 2 bowls. Place them under the sun for 2 hours and note down their temperatures with a thermometer. Now place these bowls inside a room for 1 hour and then note down the temperatures of each bowl. You will see that the sand gets heated as well as cools down quicker than the water. Okay. I hope the activity 1 is clear to all of you. That's why I'm not explaining this. Okay. And if you are having any problem till now, then you can ask me. Students, ask me if you have any problem. Okay. Now, in nature, this kind of differential heating of air and water cause 2 types of breeze. Yes, this is very interesting. The 2 types of breeze, as the differential heating of air and water cause this 2 types of breeze, which is known as sea breeze and land breeze. Now, let's see sea breeze. During the day, the sun emits lots of heat. The land absorbs heat faster than the sea. Therefore, the air above the land gets hotter, while the air above the sea remains comparatively cooler. Hot air is lighter and it rises upwards in the atmosphere, and cold air from the sea moves to take its place. This movement of air from sea to land during the day is called sea breeze. Now, through this picture you can say that sea breeze occurs in day. Okay, so what happens? The sun emits lots of heat, means it gives lots of heat, and the land that absorbs it, and the land absorbs heat faster than it absorbs heat faster than sea. Okay, so land gets faster than land gets faster than the sea. So what happens? The air which is above the land, that when that air gets hotter, it moves now. That is why what happens? The air which is present above the land, that becomes hotter, and the air which is present above the sea, that remains cooler in comparison to the land's air as well as the sea air. Okay, now what happens? The hot air, as we all know that hot air is lighter than the cooler air. So then the cold air. So what happens? The hot air rises upward in the atmosphere. It goes upward in the atmosphere, and the cold air which comes from sea, it moves and takes its place, means it takes the place of a hot air which is going to the atmosphere. Okay, so the movement of air, so this movement of air from sea to land during day, this is called sea breeze. Okay, students, I will explain this with the picture, with the demonstration, which will be clear to you. Okay, now land breeze. The land loses heat faster than the water. Therefore, at night, the air above the land cools down faster than the air above the sea. Now, the warm air from the sea rises up and cooler air from the land takes its place. This movement of air from land to sea at night is called land breeze. Now, in this is opposite of sea breeze. Yes, land breeze is an opposite of sea breeze. As you can see that, as you can observe from the picture, that sea breeze occurs in a daytime and land breeze occurs at a night. Okay, so what happens? As we all know that land absorbs heat faster than the sea. Like that only, it loses heat also. It loses heat faster than water. Okay, so what happens? The air which is present above the land, that cools down faster than the air which is present above the sea or water. Okay, now what happens? The warm air, means the hot air from sea, that rises upward, and the cooler air which is present on the land, that moves towards sea. Okay, so that movement of air from land to sea is at night is called land breeze. This will be more clear to you when I will give you a demonstration. Okay, now see page number 94. These movements of air in the atmosphere cause circulation of water too. Yes, the movements of air which we had studied in the land breeze as well as in the sea breeze, that movement of air in the atmosphere causes circulation of water also. Okay, so students, we will discuss water circulation in our next class, as you will get confused in the air circulation and water circulation. Okay, so till that, your homework is to revise the taught portion. Okay, thank you class.